Hello there, Internet's Mogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today is day 1 of the new patch, and you guys know we're gonna be playing some LUX before anything else. And I want to bring you guys, honestly, what I feel will be a very strong candidate for one of, if not the best variant of LUX in the upcoming meta. I do feel like she's definitely good enough to be top tier. Even though I've only played a few games with her, she feels amazing at 5 mana. And I'm really excited to share my first attempt at LUX. Like I said, I could have gone with some more wacky ideas, but I wanted to present you guys with something very competitive, and I feel like this will be the case. And that is combining LUX with Poppy in a deck I like to call Brains and Brawn, which is what I used to call when I combined Heimerdinger and Draven, but that was like ages ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and repurpose that deck title for you know, a more modern list, and hopefully this one will be one that stays for quite some time, as we have the Battle Academia LUX skin, and of course the Poppy Battle Academia LUX, the Poppy Battle Academia skin, English. So yeah, this is combining 2 Demacian champions, even though Poppy is also Bando City as well. And we are splashing indeed Bando City in the mix. And the reason why we're doing, there's several reasons. First of all, we get access to Minimorph. And I've always said it with LUX. I have a lot of experience with LUX as a champion, which is why I'm very excited for this buff specifically, because I played LUX when she wasn't cool. And I'm going to go ahead and be that guy who says that, but it's the truth. And I've gathered quite a bit of a perspective on the champion. And I've always been very vocal, a big advocate for 6 mana burst speed spells. I have always incorporated a one-off of back-to-back in old LUX decks, and I feel like one of, if not the strongest reason to combine LUX with Bando City is this card right here. LUX with Minimorph is really, really strong because we are able to get the final spark at burst speed, which is a very important thing, and because we leave no room open for counterplay. We can deal with a huge unit, get a final spark, and paying off something that's not as big. So with just one play, we can effectively remove 2 threats from the board, and I just feel like that is amazing. It feels really, really good with LUX. And something also need to note, especially considering 6 mana spells, is that another reason besides Poppy just being very good, period, to play Poppy with LUX is her signature spell. We don't talk about her signature spell much, but Keeper's Verdict also happens to give us a final spark with LUX on the board. And again, another resource that allows us to deal with a big unit. This is very relevant because people really like playing dragons now, naturally. And we're going to be seeing Aurelion Sol and some big beefy dragons here and there. So being able to just remove them guaranteed, regardless of their stat line, makes Keeper's Verdict and, more importantly, Minimorph absolutely crucial for the upcoming meta, in my opinion. Of course, another reason to play Bando City is because we get access to really good units that gives us spells. We have Otterpuss at turn 1, which will attune and give us a prank, and then we have Conchologist and Loping Telescope. Loping Telescope doesn't guarantee us to give us a spell, but gives us multiple options, and overall is a very flexible 2-drop and pretty easy to include in this deck right here. We're also playing your boy, the Vanguard Sergeant. This guy is, like, the hype around this dude is real, because having a 3-4 stat line and yet another unit that we play on curve that gives us a spell is amazing. 4 Demacia is not the greatest spell out there, but it's the same reason why Treasure Seeker is so popular in Shurima decks. We don't have a world-class spell here, but we're technically getting it for free because we're getting a 3-mana 3-4 that can just trade into 3/3s and survive. You know, it's like the body of Aloof Travelers, and we know at this point how reliable this stat line is, and it is amazing to have this stat line at our disposal at turn 3. But then 4 Demacia can be used as a finisher alongside a spread out board with or without Poppy, and if we have LUX on the board, it gives us a final spark immediately because it's 6 mana. It's not a coincidence that this guy got buffed alongside LUX, by the way. Not a coincidence at all. So we're running him as a 3 of, and we're running a couple of copies of Lauren Protege. I've spoken on this channel multiple times about how I really like, when it comes to my 3-drops and sometimes my 2-drops and my 4-drops, I like having 5 units a lot of times, especially if I'm not really focused. There's nothing specific from that curve that I need as a full set desperately. So here we have, as you guys can see, when it comes to our 3-drops, our 4-drops, and our 5-drops, we have 3 copies of the Preferred, drop. In this case, the 3-drop Vanguard Sergeant, and then 2 copies of Lauren Purgy as a bit of like a support in a way. We have 3 copies of Poppy, and then 2 copies of Lecturing Yordle. This guy did not get nerfed like some people expected, and is really good in this deck because he gives us poison darts that allow us to work not only, you know, interact with the board better or potentially deal damage to the face as well, but also work for that final spark, because it's very, very important to reference these 1-mana spells. The pranks, right? The Trinket Trade and the poison darts generating by Lecturing Yordle can be combined with the likes of Concerted Strike for a final spark. We're very flexible. They can also be combined with a 2-drop and then a 3-mana Hidden Pathways as well. Like, we gotta find the best way to get to that, because the thing about Lux is, in case you don't know, is the spell cost sort of build up, I guess I can reference it like that, does not carry over, right? When we generate a final spark, even if we had like 5 out of 6 and we spent 5 mana, we start at 0 again. So it's important for us to reach 6 exactly, because that means that we make the most use of our mana, and we mitigate Lux's all-time biggest weakness, which is low tempo, right? So it's important for us to reach that final spark generation and do it in a clean way. And the deck is designed to be able to do that by just going for Minimorph or by combining spells. Like I said, the 1-drops with Concerted Strike, or the 1-drop spells with a 2-drop spell and a Hidden Pathways that's been enabled, etc, etc. That's why we're also playing a 1-off of Riposte. I'm not playing more copies of this because there's still Bandle City to take into account. There's still a lot of Pokesticks and a lot of pings running around, but it can be very relevant in Demacian matchups now that dragons will become more powerful. So I do think this is warranted as a 1-off, and it can be played in conjunction with something like a Sharp Sight to generate me, again, final spark at burst speed. So that's the distribution right there. We have a couple of copies of Radiant Guardian to help us against more aggressive matchups, and we have a 1-off of Curious Shellfolk, which kind of like serves as a 4th Lux in a way, essentially a late game value engine that we can enable through the likes of our manifest abilities and our pranks as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. Not as long as a deck tech as I thought. I thought I was rambling at one point, but I think I covered pretty much everything and why I chose the cards that I chose. And I feel very confident in this deck. I think this deck has a very strong chance, at the very least, being high tier 2. And I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun playing with it. Yeah, it has Bandle City, and some of you can be tired of the region, but, you know, we got a bunch of new toys. And, yeah, you're definitely going to be having certain success with this deck. And I'm just happy to share, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the games. I recorded some nice games for you guys today. Because my recording was later than usual today, because I had to wait for the patch to go online, I only managed to record 3 games, because otherwise I just don't have enough time to render and edit and render this video for tonight. So hopefully you guys understand. Regardless, I think we're looking at a pretty decent length for a video, like pretty standard, like high 30 minutes, maybe even 40 minutes. So still a lot to watch, and yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling because at this point I'm just talking for the sake of talking. Love you. Have a solid day. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. Shocker Dragons. Is Lux top tier? Let's find out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mulligan away. I think Poppy's actually not bad to have as a 2-of because her spell is really neat, but we're still gonna mulligan her, I think. I'm not sure if I should. I'm actually gonna keep her. Like I said, I think her signature spell is useful. I can get rid of a big unit that way. We go Otterpuss. And generally in this deck, we want to be keeping our pranks until we can actually get value out of them through either Lux or even the Curious Shellfolk. Alright, Minimorph is nice. Purple Berry Shake is interesting. Giving Poppy Challenger could also be very important. Trinket Trade is neat. Purple Berry Shake has utility with that. I think I like Purple Berry Shake.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the
just because it allows us to tempo.
Who does not know the name Laurent? Run them through.
I don't want to put really shake anymore.
Oh dear!
Incoming Shyvana.
Fire and fury burn me. End them.
I just know the hero's around here somewhere.
I want to play Outer Post before attacking with Poppy. I have that Concerted Strike now for backup.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
I think I may want to resort to one prank. Yeah, I want to keep my options open.
I demand satisfaction.
I can spend a whole fight wondering shield or hammer.
I'm gonna attack with Poppy. I'm gonna keep both Autopuses in the back. And now we have her.
Suffer my fury.
I guess he didn't calculate that properly. But I will take it. I was really thinking about like what best to do to navigate around the removal. Alright. I can't paint this at fast speed. But I could just attack with everything and kill this before he gets to play something and bounce off of it.
He's hardly fair.
Man, that prank play was so clutch. Oh my god.
Reality is just your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly.
Alright, cool story, girl. I'm gonna play you first. I will take stress defense.
Wondrous discoveries await below.
And wouldn't you know it, I picked the wrong mushrooms.
And we're a poison dart you.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart.
And now you gotta start over with Shyvana, which is fantastic. We're recording, right? Just making sure. Alright, let's pass again. We got that stress defense now that protects. And that puff cap action apparently as well.
They are nothing.
No, interrupted.
I can take this hit. Pass. I have no reason to do anything else. I have all the counters. I gotta play reactively at this point because we're gonna level up Poppy on the next attack. So we don't need to. We have mana superiority. Mana advantage, probably the proper term to go for. So right now, we just gotta take it slow. by not declaring a block, we let the combat resolve immediately. Again, we don't care. We don't care if we burn all this mana. We do not mind, ladies and gentlemen. We're a purple berry shake. We're gonna get that level up, baby, for the thumbnail.
All right, time to get serious.
Yeah, you heard her? Why are you getting fucked up, bitch? Made no sense, but whatever. Everything has impact. Everything's huge. Gotta set up a judgment, buddy. We got the answer to that. It's fireworks to victory.
I got lucky. You'll get me next time.
I love that false humility. Lucky me, playing some Plunder. Alright, this is a fun matchup. Let's see how it goes. We got Lux, and we got the Curious Shellfolk as well. I want to keep the Vanguard Sergeant. I'm gonna keep Lux, man, because I really want to play her. So I'm keeping a 5-drop in my opener. I don't think there's as much of a downside. Like, it's a 5-drop, you know. God, it feels good, you being a 5-drop. Holy shit. Feels damn good. And this guy. Whew. The stats. For this matchup specifically, I am not against field promotion. I mean, group shot is flexible. Blinding assault also, but blinding assault can be answered by a parley. This can be relatively alright. But this is burst speed. I'm gonna take the group shot.
Take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Adding up the pings. In this matchup, it actually helps out. I could play Lauren Prodigy, but I just kind of want to drop the Vanguard Sergeant instead, just to apply a little bit more pressure. I mean, what could they develop here? They could play a Monkey Idol.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
So I'm going to play Lauren Prodigy.
Oh, I've never met anyone like you.
Harry, riposte, hardly fair.
What if they have a Crackshot Corsair? I mean, they would have played it earlier, right? Unless they top decked it right now, I'm not gonna mess around with that and let them just keep these 2 units on the board. I'm gonna make use of my Lauren Protege. And I'm gonna pray for no, yeah, the Crackshot Corsair, like, they would have had to draw it right then and there, so I wasn't willing to play around that like that. I'll pass. It's gotta work for that Plunder.
Easy does it. This is my opponent.
Again, preventing the Plunder. That's what it's all about. I want to keep the mana. I want to keep the mana. Go Lux.
Everywhere I go.
The light follows. An electric guitar.
Let's get crew.
There you are. A little bit late to the party, but better late than never, I guess. Alright, warning shot into what? At least we're safe from Monster Harpoon here. Unless they had like parlay into Monster Harpoon. Alright, Lux is online, ladies and gentlemen. Lux is online. Have we've created one with Conchologist, correct? So we have one more. So the moment we develop either the Vanguard Sergeant or Conchologist, we'll trigger the hidden pathways. Alright, so only this is the biggest threat. I could just mini-morph it. I could just mini-morph and blast this away, and then group shot you. That feels like a pretty satisfactory. Just thinking if there's anything better here. No, I think this is fine.
Pushing my limit.
Nutty! Final spark, baby.
Finger on the trigger.
I'm gonna Poke Stick, and the reason why I'm Poke Sticking is because it allows me to survive a monster harpoon. I cannot survive one if this monkey, if this powder monkey trays into Lux. So we're gonna poke it, not revealing the group shot. And what we're also accomplishing here is we're setting up a group shot onto the monkey idol and then a burst speed hidden pathways to generate the final spark. If we're gang up on that, deny more plunders, or like the powder monkey for next round at least. And now I think the best option here is to just do this.
Hardly fair.
Beautiful. Push a little bit of damage through.
Discipline and steel.
And get forward Demacian, try to go for that win condition.
Keep up, keep up.
No point in passing over initiative here. Okay. Well, that puts me at harpoon range. But the plan now is to actually prank preemptively because we want to resort to Concerted Strike next round, no matter what. Concerted Strike will allow us to answer a big champion. There we go. Okay, so if this comes down, definitely want to make you more cost. Okay, so we know that Dreadway could be coming, and if Dreadway goes down next round, that's perfect. Because their plays are then very limited. I would love to see Dreadway here. That's something that I can adapt to really, really well. Because they can't set up
I never.
yeah, see, they're not going for it. No Dreadway this time around. I need to have 5 men at all times. 2 cards left. Okay, so what can I develop that can take down a Gangplank or a Gangplank? It can be the Conchologist. I think I'm gonna go Conchologist. I like On Guard, to be honest.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
I can get some nasty open attacks this way. Oh, whoa, whoa. Why would you... Okay, he's using that, but why would you waste that? Why would you not attack with that first? Okay, so we're gonna make use of this that we were mentioning. Get that final spark.
Lights out.
It's okay, Lux. You did fantastic. Proud of you, girl. Take the hit. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 allows us to double ping them. There's no healing. Close to a Sejuani level up, but this may be the best. Do I really have to go for an open attack? Because what if they just play a Dreadway? And all of a sudden we're looking very neat. I could just play Poppy, to be honest.
Today's the day I find that hero.
Because I can still for Demacia. I see no reason not to. +3/+3, like it just, even if this is 4, 5, even these two represent lethal alone. So there's just no counterplay. With 2 cards in a game plank, there's no counterplay. Let's get it. Booyah. Poppy still goes down because this hits for 8. Okay. Flash freeze. Oh. Yeah, I guess, you know, you don't really care about your health. Hey, let Poppy live. Good guy. I like you. Thank you.
I got lucky. You'll get me next time.
All right, Poppy, we need to mix it up a little bit, okay? It's you know. People are not buying it. Ooh. Freljord Swain. Not even Sejuani in the mix, though. Interesting. I'm gonna drop Radiant Guardian. I'm gonna keep this curve, though. It's pretty neat. I like this deck because we have a lot of units that make stuff. That's my favorite. Again, we hold on to the prank. We don't lead off with it until we actually make use of that. Like that last game, we were able to combine prank with Concerted Strike to get the final spark. I always want to prioritize the Conchologist, I feel. It's just more resilient. Field Promotion. I feel like I can do some nasty shit with this.
What wondrous discoveries await below? The Demacian soldier is worth tenfold.
I'm gonna go
Nothing escapes my watch. Look out for
setting up an avalanche.
alert the village.
Alright, incoming. Okay, Bladed Ravine. I could've gone for the prank to try to hit it, but his hand is very wide. So I'd rather just focus on perhaps drawing this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can afford it. Ah, dude, I misclicked. God damn it. Alright, whatever. We can hold on to Lux for a little bit. Oh, that's annoying.
Discipline and steel.
I gotta be careful with my mouse. Like I was hovering over it, but for some reason it kept going to the right. Seven mana.
Their time has come.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
Now I'm gonna play Lux. Surprise him with a 4-mana Lux. It's a bit risky though, because if he has another Death's Hand, he can stun it. and pop the barrier. But I'm gonna bank on that not being the case. Also, another ice shard does it. Like, there's a few things that do it. That's why I was thinking, right? But I'm gonna take the risk because I don't want to commit my mana before actually getting the final spark value out of Lux. I need to start generating. Yes. All right. Okay. What if I field promotion into you? Leaves me with 3 mana open. It's just not enough to generate a final spark this round. I kind of want to just play Curious Shuffle, considering this round isn't really going to be incredibly risky in that sense. But then again, like, I'm not in a position where I need to generate value. Though, to be fair, it's like, I can't play Yordle.
Smash all the things!
Very nice. Still freeze me though if he wants to. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And wouldn't you know it, I picked the wrong mushroom.
Meet them head on. Order, sir. Bring forth our army.
We're gonna go for the Poke Stick because we managed to level up Lux exactly, and we are able to clear off this Swain while cycling through our deck. That Conserve Strike is phenomenal.
Better, brighter than before.
Let's beat up some bullies! Cause we are an anime protagonist. We're that shonen protagonist. Beautiful.
Darken the skies.
Cool story, bro. Ooh. To be honest, I just kind of want to go for this for Demacia. And play Poppy on top of that. Like, what is he gonna do?
I just know the hero's around here somewhere.
I'm gonna go with it. I could open attack, but I'm going heavy. Because I'm ready. Mom spaghetti. This music's so hype. I love this board. Alright. Change your plans.
I can spend a whole fight wondering shield or
And then I can generate the poison dart with this to clear something. Let's go Conserve Strike. I have a hard time, like, yeah, he can Three Sisters. But that would require him to just spend the rest of his mana, essentially. Or that. I mean, that works too. We're going in. We're going in.
Counterattack!
Nice, 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 nice. So the idea was to Concerted Strike and then get the final spark with Poison Dart if needed. But getting that expensive play out of him is really neat. Because we get rid of the Leviathan anyways. We're gonna ping him. Because he definitely has access to healing, but we're gonna force him to resort to it. Lux is coming back next round, which is important. He can combine Swain and Leviathan this round.
Vision to see what others can.
Alright. I think I just want to spread out this round.
That's why you always carry another pair of goggles.
Alright. Because that'll drop it down to final spark range. I could just go for a 4 Demacian just to heal up my board. And then
Wouldn't be a quest without some danger.
Scout Poppy. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want to enable a Fury of the North. So we force whatever he wants out of him. We're gonna go heavy on Poppy with this combo here. I told you, field promotion was gonna do something. He gets to stun this. But not if I get to buff something else. Not if I actually buff you.
Such little lies. How cheap.
God, that was so beautiful. Beautiful, man.
Did we win?
We did, Lux. We did.